Hi, I'm Laura Reeves here with Coldwell Banker Real Properties. I'm at 430 Clubhouse Drive here in Rock Creek. Rock Creek is a beautiful golf course community in Fairhope, Alabama. This home is especially interesting or fabulous. It's definitely got a lot of custom features. It has the true old Chicago brick here on the front, and then you have it framed out with some stucco, ivy, and then you've also got some stacked stone there. Just a great topography of this house where you've got a lot of character. The landscaping here, of course, is amazing. They definitely have won Yard of the Month multiple times, and you can definitely see even here in the dead of the winter, you still have a beautiful landscape to be able to enjoy. You have a little sitting area out front, and of course, I can't wait until you see the backyard, because if landscaping is important to you, this yard is just gonna blow you away. As I come up to the doors, you have the nice brick stairway. You also, I do want to take a step back, you have a nice arch here as an entryway, and then as you come up into the overhang, you actually have a second arch to let a little bit of light in, but you're fully undercover. You do have the side lights, and of course an 8-foot front door. Beautiful molding around the door to give it character. As I come into the home, you do have 10-foot ceilings all on the main level. You have a beautiful foyer, and I do want to show you up here because you have a nice barrel ceiling. Now what you have in this home is what you get when you have a seller who, or an owner who is very involved in the building process. And while they did have a builder build this home, so you can be confident that the integrity of the home is pristine, what you have is you have a seller who was able to pick out some of the better features instead of going builder grade with little things like your tile. This has tile all throughout the main level. But it's not just a ceramic tile, it's a 20 by 20 imported Italian tile. So those are things that a builder is not going to choose if they're building a spec home. Another thing you've got is just great, nice, wide crown molding. You have a tray ceiling. That's a beautiful Swarovski, and I may have pronounced it improperly, and if I did, forgive me, but it is the real deal. It's not just an imitation. So you definitely, once again, have all the upgrades. Here you have a unique feature. There's never enough place to put all your serving pieces. Well, this home has storage, storage, storage. You do have closets on either side of this built-in buffet. This buffet is beautiful. You've got a nice silestone countertop, and of course silestone, if you're not aware, it definitely is your bacteria-free type thing, whereas granite's real porous and will kind of hold on and hang on to your germs. Silestone does not do that. So if you're if that's a concern of you, is to maintain a germ-free environment in your kitchen, this is important. But you also have beautiful handles that really, this cabinetry is definitely looks like a piece of furniture. You've got your feet, you've got your little rope trim. I'm going to get right there and see it. So a great feature for your dining room. This dining room is huge. Another thing I see frequently because of all the open floor plans is you don't have room for all of your furniture if you have a china cabinet. But here you definitely, even with the built-in buffet, you have room for a china cabinet, as well as your own a different buffet and a serving cart if you wanted to. So you definitely have the wall space. I'm going to turn around here, and you have to the left, of course, goes upstairs. We will do that later, but you do, I want to point out, have an extra wide staircase as well as solid wood treads. But here to the right, you have some options. You do have, once again, your 8-foot doors. And then I love actually the double door openings. That's what you've got here. It just is more of an entrance versus a doorway. Your tile runs on in here, but this room is a very large room. Actually, these people use it as a den to where they watch TV. It could be an office, it could be a formal sitting area, it could be several different options, whatever you wanted it to be, but definitely a very large room. You maintain your tall ceilings. It does have the window for daylight. So just a great living space here for this home. As I walk on into your great room, you do have your gas log fireplace, beautiful mantle, And once again, doors on either side here, which provides storage with all of our DVDs and CDs. And of course, your big thing is your audio video equipment. No, gone are the days of just having a VCR, but you've got to have the cable and the satellite dish and all of the audio equipment. And that this provides the opportunity to store it away nice and neat, to where it's not out in the open. And then on either side of that, you actually have beautiful bookcases that actually just frame the room. You can frame the room with some of your personal belongings, which is a nice feature. I want to step back because I do want you to see that this great room is actually huge and very open. You've got your foyer. So a nice open area. Your crown molding, once again. I'm going to come over here to the opposite side of the den because I do want you to see that this is really kind of the best of both worlds. A lot of times I have people say, you know, I want an open kitchen, and then you kind of have the kitchen and the great room and the breakfast area and it's all one room, and then people kind of say, well, that's too open. So this has a nice, large, oversized kind of pass-through bar area, but you do have wall space. The other thing that wall space gives you is actually room for your cabinetry. I do not want to underplay the fact that these are Anderson doors and windows. These Anderson windows, if you're familiar, are definitely a high caliber window. They're going to help with your utility bills. They're going to help keep your house really airtight. You also have the transoms which of course allow for both character and light. And then of course you got your beautiful door here as well. Very heavy duty door. It's not your average little exterior door. I'm going to come into the breakfast area, and this is once again when a seller is involved and they know what they like in a home, they've bought and sold homes in the past, that's where you get your extras. In here you have also just a built-in buffet china cabinet. You've got your silestone countertops. Look at all those drawers, and then you have cabinets not floor to ceiling totally, because you do have the little space at the top, but pretty much just huge storage area. So if you have a lot of belongings, a lot of dishes, if you know, tablecloths, napkins, things like that, you have got the space to store all of those. And then of course it's almost surrounded by windows. You feel like you're in a little bit of a sunroom here in this breakfast area. You do have built-in seating here. So all we need is for you to bring in your table and a couple of additional chairs, and you are ready to go in this breakfast area. I'm going to come around here. I do want you to see the built-in stove and the built-in microwave. And then of course, once again, you've got your silestone backsplash. And I am going to point out, because this is kind of neat, I actually got a couple of things that I got educated on. This is an international brand. It's called Fisher, and I'm probably going to pronounce it improperly, but I want to say Peikel. And it's apparently a very nice brand. I do want to show you these nice sleek little knobs. Once again, for cleanliness, it's just very nice. There's not a lot to harbor anything, grease or germs or dirt or something. So it's a really nice stove top to keep clean. And it is the 5-burner gas, which of course everybody loves. You do have your island here in this kitchen area. And then of course your open area between your breakfast and kitchen spot. You do have the undermount sink, and I want you to notice all of these appliance garages today with all of our toaster ovens, can openers, coffee makers, and of course there's about 3 different types of coffee makers. This great cabinet where you've got your cabinets, you can have your appliances right at your hand's length, but you can hide them to where they're not highly visible and cluttering up your countertops. I do want you just to notice how nice and clean and clutter-free this kitchen is. Got your island, you do have cabinetry there, and you do have electricity on your island. And then on the bottom shelf cabinets, I do want to point out just all of the drawer space that you have. More drawers. And once again, I said I got educated here at this house, and I'm going to show in here in her spice area. If you open up your cabinets, what I want you to see is right here frequently you lose a couple of inches because the hinge, even if it's a hidden hinge, kind of pokes out a little bit, but these hinges actually are very flush to the countertop. These are European maple cabinetry, so it's something that definitely is a very, very custom feature. You do have your decorative mantle type vent hood. And then of course with all of this cabinets, you still have a pantry here. And of course it's got an 8-foot doorway. Lots of arches, once again, just a lot of character in this house that you are not gonna find in a spec house. Then you've got your barrel ceiling right here and your entryway even towards your dining room. You do have your understair storage. So storage is at an optimum. I love this home for either family or adults, and we're fixing to start seeing why. Here is a just fabulous laundry room. You have got lots and lots of storage. You do have your mud sink and of course room for a washer and dryer. But here you have a nice countertop with of course cabinetry and drawers underneath for, you know, great for folding clothes or whatever you need. But then of course even on this back wall you've got very nice shelving and cabinetry, and they're 8 feet tall. And then of course you've got your built-in ironing board, which is fabulous. And I'm going to even pull this out because behind the door is not wasted space. Once again, you have a lot of cabinet space. To the left here outside the laundry room, of course, is your garage. And I am going to peek you out here because what I want you to see is, number one, that these sellers are ready to move. So you come in and this can be your home very soon. But I have not even got my camera pointed to a garage door yet, and you can already see about 10 feet of just storage area. And then as I bring you over here, you actually do have a double garage door and then a single garage door, and you probably can't see it, and I'm not going to walk you over there. But on the other side of the garage, you still have an additional 4 feet of storage area. So if you want a 3-car garage plus a workshop, this garage will work for you. It truly could almost be a 4-car garage if it had that extra stall. This room right here to the right she's using it as her own little office sitting room, and it can be an office, it could be a hobby room, it could be a nursery. It does have a closet. It's got a great window that overlooks the garden out back, and once again we will see that. I'm going to save that for you because it's definitely a treat to see. And then across the hall from here you've got you a beautiful half bath. And I keep telling them I think I'm going to steal that mirror. It is absolutely fabulous. But just a great half bath for your guests. It has good size. Sometimes you feel like when you're in a half bath that you hit your knees on the sink, and that is not the case in that half bath. Everything in this home is very spacious. As I come into the master, once again, it is huge, just very large. It definitely can accommodate a lot of chunky furniture if that's what you have. And I want you to see the detail here because it's gorgeous. You have a beautiful chandelier, but also you have a tray ceiling, and then you have a turtleback ceiling, and then you have a crown molding, and it almost has a ledge. It definitely gives you a depth to this crown molding that you don't get in just your average crown molding. Now the sellers, once again, when they were building this home, this was supposed to be the exterior door and it was supposed to be a covered area, but they just really wanted an additional sitting area so they could enjoy the garden that they have created. And I love this space. It could be, once again, just a small office inside your master, a sitting area, a gardening area, just whatever works for you. If you love to read or if you just want some quiet time in your master bedroom, then this is a great space for that. And of course it lets a lot of sunlight in, but one of the things I want to show you, I like dark master bedrooms, and they actually have here, and I'm not going to close them, but it's a room darkening shade that they can close to where it makes this room very dark as well. So you can have all the light or none of the light, whichever you choose at the time. The master bathroom is very large. You definitely have everything a master bedroom should have. You have your shower, and of course it's a nice smoked glass, which I actually like. You have your silestone once again with your sinks, and of course you do have the beautiful mirror. It's not just a builder grade mirror. You got your vanity area, and then you do have a nice linen closet, which is a cabinetry. You have, when you do a linen closet, you have two options. You can either do like a closet door, or you can make it into a nice custom cabinet, and that's what they've chosen to do here. Once again, notice all the drawers that there are, and then actually another appliance garage for your hair dryer and your straighteners and your curling irons and your curlers. All those types of things are very nice to have. And then a beautiful jetted tub. It's almost like a soaking tub. It's really deep. And actually, I think they said it's never been used, so it's like brand new. Master closet. This is great. Great size master closet. They did carry this nice great tile into the master closet. Plenty of shelving, plenty of rod space, tall height, and you've got nice shelving up to high. So once again, if you have a lot of stuff, you can come to this house and move all of your things, and there will be a place for everything, I promise. All right, now let's go ahead and go upstairs, and then we'll go outside. So great. So on the main level, I'm just going to recap because there's so much. You've got your great room, a den or office, sitting room. Then you have her office, which could be a nursery or a second office or a craft room. Your huge laundry room, master with the sitting area, and the formal dining, of course, your kitchen and great room, all on the main level. So on the main level, actually, you've got all space that you really, whether you have a family that needs to move into this home or whether you really are empty nesters, this home is great suited because you can have a lot of adult entertaining space on the main level. As I come to the upstairs, and I'm going to get out of breath because as I keep talking, you've got a beautiful wood flooring out here in the loft area. But as you come to the left, you have what she is using for a sewing room. Once again, could be a craft room if you have a child that is into Legos. I've got one mother that's looking for houses and she wants a Lego room because she says they go everywhere. So this would be a great Lego room, sewing room, scrapbooking room, whatever your hobby is. As I come to the left here, you got just great size rooms in this home. Just a very good size room. She's got plenty of furniture in here and it still feels like there's just plenty of space as well. Be a great guest bedroom or a regular bedroom. And here is the attic, and I did want to go ahead and open the door because I want you to see how much storage is in there. Just a lot of floored storage that you can walk in. You don't have to pull down that attic stair thing and try to get it through a keyhole type place to store your items. The bathroom, there are 2 full baths upstairs, and here's your bath number 1. I do want you to see all the shelving here. Once again, you have a real framed mirror. Just a great, nice tile. And then I do want you to see that there's a nice doorway here, and then you have a separate toilet and shower area. I always, once again, like a separate toilet and shower area, just because if you have more than one person who needs the bathroom, then one could be in the, taking a shower while the other's brushing their teeth. And once again, I told you that storage is definitely at a premium in this home. Great shelving, the real wood shelving. Okay, bedroom number 3, number 2 upstairs, number 3 total. This is the blue room. A lot of wall space. They've got just a lot of space here. You do have crown molding. Very nice, spit spot clean. This carpet is truly, when I say like new, I don't even know if it's like new. It just looks brand spanking new. I don't feel like anybody's ever walked on it even. You do have a Jack and Jill bath in between this bedroom and what could be either the 4th bedroom or just a great bonus room. You've got 2 sinks, nice long counter. I love the baskets and the shelvings underneath, the nice clean white cabinetry. You've got the framed mirrors, 1 and 2. And then of course this leads to a bonus room or a bedroom. Of course this is huge. This is his little man cave. But you definitely room for a pool table. It could be the Xbox room, or it could just be for a king or a queen of the house. And I do want to show you it's got a great closet here. It's walk-in closet. And then I also want to show you here, because once again, storage is just important. So you have additional storage right here that you can use to store all of your things. And then that is not all of the storage actually, because you have this closet that is total attic storage kind of, But actually, I do want you to see that it is heated and cooled. You have a vent there, so that's great. You know, sometimes there's things you need to store away, whether it be electronics or fabrics, and you want to get it out of your way and out of your house, but you know, if you put it in the attic or the garage, it's going to be mildewed, and so this is a great option. Then here's some more attic storage that's floored. So you have 3 separate attic storages, and then you actually have this nice heated and cooled closet. That will save you money right there. I know so many people who actually pay on a monthly basis for heated and cooled storage. So upstairs you have the pink room, kind of mauve room, that's a bedroom, and then you do have what they're using as a sewing room. And then of course you have your blue room and your bonus room, and then of course all of your storage between your closets and your attic spaces. So just a great home. Everything is very large, so you can definitely feel the almost 4,000 square feet in this home. The price is $499. Definitely really a very fair price for it. We are not overpriced at all. And this, I want you to see, is really where you get a lot of bang for your buck. As I come out here, you've got a great covered area, and then you've got the character of a pergola. To me, a pergola is just beautiful. It just provides that architectural feature, and you know, when you landscaping outside, actually architecture is a huge part of it, and it's actually a very expensive part to provide, so a lot of people skip it. But a beautiful architectural piece. Once again, you've got that old Chicago brick there that frames it, so they've carried the old Chicago brick across the back and the front just to tie everything together. But as I'm just going to show you, you've got lots of buds. Actually, this is about to burst open. You can see right there all the camellias. Then you got your boxwoods, and I am going to stop now because I will mess up probably on something if I have not already done so. But you've got a beautiful working fountain. You've got a spot for just a little highlight architectural piece, and then a second spot. And I just love this, the way they have groomed that into an arch. And then of course, just with all the shrubbery around the edge, it's very private. This does back up to just a huge acre parcel that is probably going to stay very natural for many, many years to come, if not forever. But you've got all these bushes, once again, that surround the home. There, right here, I'm going to walk over here, just show you the area where they kind of use as like a little potting shed. It's just a little nook that's covered. A lot of sidewalks here. If you enjoy just getting outside and meditating, or just relaxing, if you just need that quiet spot to go to, does this not look like something out of a magazine? And it could be yours, all yours. And of course, this garden is off of the master, that little master sitting area. I'm gonna be quiet because you can hear that fountain. It's kind of a treat to hear. I love to listen to that. I'm going to show you up because of course this has a fabulous 30-year architectural shingle. Very important to have. Anyway, just a beautiful garden. When I saw it, I felt like I was at Bellingrath Garden. It's so well thought out. Just a great place. If you have children, it's a nice level area to play. If you don't have children that live at home, then you've got just a beautiful, serene place to go to that can be your very own little retreat. My name is Laura Reeves with Coldwell Banker Real Properties. My number is 251-490-8402. If you have any other questions or comments about the house that you need to discuss, or if you want to schedule a showing, then I would be more than happy to help you with that. Just give me a call. Thank you. Bye-bye.